Welcome, everyone. I'm John Halstead, president of the College of Brockport. We are live wired once again. Last time it was from my office in Allen Hall, across the way. This one's much more exciting. About a year ago, you might have seen us in SERC, and it was a virtual tour. Some of you laughed at me on the exercise bikes, but this is the real deal. Live, up front, with all of you. The House of Fields, 2 acres behind us, where we have concerts, commencements, convocations. But you know what? I'm going to let our director tell you more. Scott Haynes is the director of Campus of Recreation Services, does a great job for us. Beautiful office overlooking here. But you know what? He's out in a boat campus. So I know this is an international audience, so I'm going to turn it back to Mike Andriach, who will welcome our featured guest.
Thank you very much, Dr. Halstead, and welcome everyone. Out in a boat, right,
Yes,
Scott?
That's right.
For those of us who haven't seen SERC and been in here, can you tell us a little bit about it, about the equipment, about the whole facility?
Sure. Thanks, Mike. Dr. Halstead mentioned before we have the House of Fields. So the House of Fields is about 70,000 square feet. Within that, we have the opportunity of splitting it up into different areas. So we can have a whole bunch of activities going on at once. Behind us, we have basketball going on, for example. There's folks running the track. We also can do volleyball, we can do badminton, and a host of other activities, whatever it is you really want to do. On top of that, we also have our fitness center, state-of-the-art fitness center, 10,000 square feet. We have lots of cardio, 16 treadmills, 2 sets of circuits, and lots of free weight equipment for folks to use. It has great visuals. You can look outside, you look into the House of Fields, just lots of different things for folks to do. In addition, we also have a couple areas for folks to be able to have an opportunity to eat. So we have Kinetic Cafe, which is a great collision point for faculty, staff, and students to be able to interact with each other. And also we have Eagle Snacks, which allows for the opportunity for folks that are at events, special events, to grab something and go and get back to the event.
Fantastic. How does this facility fit into the master plan for the college, specifically for athletics and recreation?
Sure. Well, you know, one of the things that the college wanted to do is to be able to provide a healthier opportunity for folks. And so having this building tied into Tuttle lends very good as far as our students who already are over in Tuttle. So they can simply go from one building to another. You know, we really want to encourage people to be active. So that's a key thing to it. Also, our athletic programs and just benefit them in general. We finally have a great home for our indoor track and field team. In addition, our campus rec now has a great home. So we have lots of activities going on for our students, faculty, staff, and community all hours of the day, 6 o'clock in the morning until midnight. So it really lends to the opportunity for everybody to be involved and be part of the Brockport community.
Is Ellsworth on the track team? I heard that he was running around the track. Do you know if he's on the indoor track team?
I heard he still has some eligibility left,
Okay.
but I haven't seen him out training quite
I
yet.
had a feeling he was here, but I may be wrong.
We had 800 high school athletes here in the track meet not long ago, so maybe he was there. And Scott, if I could add, 5 academic programs that blend in and complement all of SERC and Tuttle as well. First and foremost, we're an academic institution, complemented by recreation and sport.
Absolutely, definitely. Why don't you talk now about the actual usage of the facility? Talk about the impact in the community, how many people are using it, how many events we've had in here, and what's coming up, and really, from a recruiting standpoint, across the board, how this facility is being used.
Well, we started out with our kickoff, our grand opening in September. And so what a great day that was. It started from early in the morning and ran right through the day. And so bringing back our alumni to celebrate with us was a great thing. Our politicians who helped with the funding of the building. To the events that we've had currently, where we've had, this past weekend, we had Section 5 wrestling. We had probably 6,000 people here. And of course, these are high school students that are looking at Brockport potentially as a place to go to school. Maybe to be an athlete, but also to be one of our students. So you have them, you have their parents and their brothers and sisters and siblings. So it provides a great opportunity for them to come and see what Brockport's all about and take a tour of some of the other things. In addition, we've had a couple of track meets, high school track meets. We're hosting SUNY in a week and a half for the college. And you know, we got a lot of other things coming along where it's our own commencements or some high school commencements. We'll be hosting Brockport, Spencerport, and Hilton this upcoming year.
Outstanding. How many people have been through the building in terms of using the facilities?
Well, it's pretty exciting. We had an estimate of what we thought we were going to get or what we hope we're going to get for the year. today we'll hit 100,000. Before I came down for this, we were almost at 99,500, so we'll easily hit that number sometime this evening.
Doing anything special?
We're going to give some prizes away to the 100,000 person. Also, we've had over 5,000 unique users, 5,218 to be exact. And so a lot of people are using it. It's not just a bunch, a couple thousand people. It's a lot of people from faculty, staff, alumni, emeriti, our community members coming in. And so they're all using the facility. And the other part that's really great is when we designed the building, our intent was to make sure that it was user-friendly for our female faculty, staff, and students, and we have that. We have over 40% of our users are females.
Outstanding. Now, last major question, Scott. You've been a part of Campus Rec for several years now. Tuttle is a lot different than this facility, so how's it been to manage a facility that's this phenomenal?
Well, it's been a great opportunity. And I thank the president a couple of times publicly, and I'll do it again, for tapping us to be the folks to get to open up this new building and take care of it. So it's been fun for my staff. It's been fun for me. The faces when they walk in and the smile on their face when they walk in and see the grandeur of the facility, that's the reward right there. And so for us, it's just been a great opportunity.
Outstanding. Well, thanks very much. We appreciate it. We're going to take our first commercial break here, and you're going to see a little video clip from Ashley Krasicki.
As I begin my 6th year at Brockport, a lot of new changes are taking place. I'm starting my master's degree in Recreation and Leisure Studies. I've accepted a graduate assistantship with Campus Recreation. And I have the privilege of not only working in, but in using this brand new facility, the SERC. Over my time at Brockport, I've seen a lot of changes take place, but none compared to the changes that the SERC brings to the Brockport College community. The countdown that the students have been doing in preparation for the opening of this building is done. The construction is done. The waiting is done. But the excitement has just begun, and the opportunities are rising.
And we're back. And now Ashley Krasicki live, right next to me. Now, Ashley, obviously we just saw you were a big part of the ribbon cutting back in September. How has this facility met your goals and your excitement to really get into it?
Well, I think definitely the extended hours and the variety of activities that we offer. Like trying to juggle a class schedule on top of a work schedule, it's really difficult. But being able to come work out in the morning or at night, or when I have those random times throughout the middle of the day, and just being able to go up to the fitness center and get a quick workout in, it's great. On top of being able to come down to the field house, run around the track. When basketball's going on, I'm able to play soccer because we have that space, which over in Tuttle we didn't have that space. So it feels great to be able to come down here and do whatever activity I want on top of going upstairs and doing whatever I want up there whenever I want, pretty much.
How about from an academic standpoint? Have you been involved with using this academically at all, or how does it met those expectations?
Yeah, I think definitely transitioning from an undergrad to a graduate student, I have a much greater workload and it's a lot more stress on me. But when I find the time to be able to use this facility, I notice that my stress level definitely goes down. So just kind of using that as a way to relieve everything that's going on, and a way to just escape from all the workload and the academic load.
Great. Thanks, Ashley. Going to go to another video clip here from somebody showing a little bit about personal training and using our facilities here. we are back again. The guests keep coming fast and furious. We're here with Betsy Ernst to my left, Regina Howland to my far left. Betsy is the coordinator of fitness and wellness right here in SERC. Betsy, if you could, just tell us a little bit more about what you do, and specifically when it comes to group exercise, the fitness center, and personal training, as we just saw in the video.
Okay. Well, I oversee the fitness center as well as our group exercise and personal training programs. So with the SERC, we've been able to implement a lot more programs. With our group exercise, we offer Les Mills body pump, Zumba classes, Paya, which is a combination of yoga and Pilates, kettlebell, cycling. So we have a lot of different classes. We're really fortunate to have this great facility. Our Brian Brady Group Exercise Studio is our designated group exercise space. So unlike previous years where we didn't necessarily have a designated area for our group exercise classes, we're able to have that space here, which allows us to have morning classes, lunchtime classes, and then evening classes. So it's been great for us as well as the Brockport community. And then as far as personal training, all of our personal trainers are certified. We've had over 300 sessions that have been performed so far this year. So we have a lot of students, faculty, staff, community members that are taking advantage of our personal training services that we offer here.
Now, in terms of spaces for doing the group exercise, we have the Brady room, the Salsa Lorenzo room I know is up there as well. Do you use this area within the House of Fields at all?
Yes, so we do have a couple classes that take place in the House of Fields. Some of the classes incorporate some intervals and some running around our 200-meter track. So, we are able to take advantage of a lot of the different areas within the SERC for that program.
Fantastic. I want to talk about who participates in all of this. In terms of the group classes, do you get a lot of alumni and community members? We know students obviously take part, but in terms of alumni, faculty, staff, community, do we get many?
Yes, so it's a lot more conducive now for faculty, staff, and members aside from students to participate. Like I said, we have classes spread throughout the day. So people that have different schedules are able to, incorporate group exercise or, working out in our fitness center, whenever their schedule allows for it. So we've had a lot more community members, faculty, staff, and alumni. With our group exercise, we also allow participants that are not necessarily members of the SERC to participate in that program. We have a group exercise class pass, which they can purchase. So, you don't necessarily have to be a member of the SERC. You could just take advantage of our group exercise classes.
I know those of us who aren't in here all the time hear great stories and love the options. That's fantastic. Thank you. Regina, you've got a great story. You're a student here. But why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're here and your involvement in this facility?
Okay, thanks. As you said, I'm a student and I'm married and I have 3 kids. And sometimes the mixture of all those things, you're really busy, you don't have a lot of time, and you don't take time for yourself and for your health. And so I realized I was overweight and I was unhappy, and I felt not comfortable in my own skin, kind of. So I realized I needed to lose weight. So I joined Weight Watchers in June of 2012, and I lost over 50 pounds since then. And having the SERC open just this summer has been such an awesome new part of my life, and will really enhance the journey that I'm taking now with my weight loss. And there have been so many opportunities. I was able to work with a personal trainer not long ago, and I've met with him a few times, but now the things that I learned from working with him, I have been able to incorporate into my workout routines. So it's been really, really helpful.
How about from a comfort level and using the facilities? And this is an enormous place, great fitness center, but are you comfortable using everything?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a concern. I'm a little older than most of the students here, and so I kind of felt uncomfortable coming in. I wasn't sure, if people were going to be looking at me and stuff. And there's a lot of guys, and I was surprised and glad there were a lot of women there also. But nobody's checking you out. People are just doing their own thing. The guys are working out or chatting, and the girls are working out. Everybody's kind of there to do their business and not bother anybody else. So it was a great experience.
Great. It's a great story and very inspirational. So thank you. All right, we're going to ask some of our previous guests to come back. And we've got some questions that have been coming in throughout the course of the event. So I'll let Dr. Halstead and Ashley and Scott come back. And I think this one will go probably to Dr. Halstead to start. How did the college fund the construction of the building?
It's a great story and a success story. Folks have been working for many years to develop the whole concept and notion of the student government, folks before me. But fortuitously, I arrived was able to go to SUNY, to the state legislature, lined up people on both sides of the aisle and said, can we get your support? So in my first couple of years here, we, and I emphasize we, were able to get $39 million to fund this magnificent building. And it's out of a construction bucket of money, if you will. So no impact on student tuition or costs or anything. It is enhancing and adding value to students. So that's where it came from. I'm grateful. I was in Albany the other day, still thanking those good folks.
Very good. Another one that came in is probably from one of our students. I've heard commencement will be in SERC this year. Is that true? Yes, it is. We know.
Yes, there will be actually two commencements here on May 18th. I have a commencement meeting with the provost and some other key people tomorrow, and we will be talking through the specifics of that, and Carrie and the alumni crew had a great open forum for our senior students. So stay tuned, more about commencement, but it will be here in SERC.
And the last question I've got, and I'll actually take this one.
Thank
you.
you.
It must have something to do with fundraising. How do people get to name a space in SERC? There are many spaces in here, as all of us know, and some have been named. But if anybody's interested in that, you can find our information on the advancement webpage, and we'd be more than glad to help you move through that process. So if you're interested out there and you just asked a question, look me up. All right, now it's time. We're going to get a little bit of an alumni update. So for this, I'm going to introduce our Director of Alumni Relations, Mr. Kerry Gothen. Kerry?
Hello, everyone. And hello, everyone out there. Special thanks to all of our alums and friends who are watching here today. Just want to do a quick update on some of the events and things that we have going on. Talk about working out. We're going to be working out and doing a lot of cool things for the alums. Just going to run through some dates and some the actual events, but just want to let everybody know that they will all be located on our website, brockport.edu/alumni, if you want more information after this. So on February 20th at the Genesee Brew House right here in Rochester, we'll be having a networking event. We have featured alums who will be working together with our younger alums and students to connect and learn about their careers and professions. Coming up on Friday, March 8th, we have the School of the Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences all-school gathering, and that will be held at the Visual Studies Workshop, again in Rochester. Great event for everybody, if you're connected to that school, to come and connect and meet the dean as well. On Saturday, March 9th, it is the 40th anniversary of the Arts for Children program here on campus, and they'll be doing an alumni reception. For more details, again, check out the website. On Saturday, March 23rd, we'll actually be right here in the House of Fields for the first ever Golden Eagle Egg Hunt. And it'll be right here in SERC, and we get to use this beautiful facility that day. On Saturday, March 23rd, again in the afternoon, to our Canadian friends watching, and Scott will be working out at the Curling Club of Rochester. So alumni are invited to join us at the Curling Club. Who knew, right? And Friday, March 15th, we'll be in Atlanta. All the folks, if anyone's listening from the south here, we're going to be doing a Southern Swing. So we'll be in Atlanta on the 15th, Sarasota on the 18th, and then March 19th, we'll be in the Villages in Orlando. So look for more details coming soon. And last but not least, another great event coming up in Rochester. This is for the families and the kids out there. We'll be having a Brockport Day at the Strong Museum of Play on Sunday, April 14th. That just about wraps it up for me here, Mike.
All right, Kerry. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on here? Are those Golden Eagles coming at you?
Look at
What's...
Ellsworth.
Oh.
What's going on, my friend? I forgot something? What? Oh, I did miss one thing. I wasn't wrapped up. Just want to let you know that Homecoming 2013 is on the horizon, September 27th through 29th. And this year we'll be doing something a little different. We're going to be sending around the country with our honored classes little birds, similar to a flat Stanley or a traveling gnome. Your job as alums in those honored classes is to take great pictures, send them to us. You're very photogenic, Ellsworth. I like that. And send them back in and have a lot of fun as we prepare for a great Homecoming 2013. Is that it now, Ellsworth? Thanks, buddy.
Ellsworth is a little tired from running laps earlier today, so thanks for coming, Ellsworth. All right, we're just about to wrap up. Hopefully everybody's paying close attention. We're going to give away a Nook. So I've got the name of the person who was drawn, Chris O'Connor. Congratulations, Chris O'Connor. You're the recipient of the Nook for this Live Wired session. The next Live Wired hasn't been set yet. It'll be coming up in the next few weeks, so check out our website. For everyone who wants to stay on and chat in the chat rooms, those will be open for about another 30 minutes. We want to thank all of our guests for coming out today and hope everybody enjoyed this presentation of Live Wired from Brockport. Take care.